actually not using my Blue Yeti mic because I am going to be flipping through pages from the People magazine. I know I said last time it was the Time magazine. I have to correct myself. It was a People magazine. It's a commemorative edition People magazine it's just all about Selena. But before I do get into this video, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure to do so. Also, remember to give this video a like. Don't forget to leave a message down below and hit the bell for notifications for any of my upcoming and new videos that I post. So, I'm gonna actually put this mic on my shirt here so that I can show you guys a magazine, and I am going to actually chew some gum. So I hope you guys can hear me. I'm gonna chew some Trident gum. So also, I was supposed to have made a video with my Aunt Lou, which we did a trial run just with her by herself. And we just were really busy, believe it or not, between my grandmother's appointments and my uncle had an appointment as well. And then having to go to the pharmacy, get stuff, and then go to run errands. There was so much in such short time, believe it or not. So I didn't make a video because we were just so busy. But anyhow, hopefully next time we'll make one. Gosh, getting this gum out is a little bit hard. I got the Trident bubble gum. It's the sugar free. I feel blinded by the light there. It's the sugar free, yeah, gum. That's what it is. So I'm just gonna leave that there. And I have my water up here, of course. So anyhow, this is the magazine, the commemorative edition, People, Selena, and it says here, it's celebrating her life and legacy 25 years later. And so, for those of you who aren't from Texas, who do not know who Selena is, Selena was a Tejano artist that became very popular in the early, late 80s. Yes, I'm older in age. And I love her music a lot. So she was an American songwriter, Wikipedia says. I'll just give you a little rundown real quick. So, Selena Quintanilla Perez was an American singer, songwriter, spokesperson, businesswoman, model, actress, fashion designer, referred to as the Queen of Tejano music. And she was indeed. Her contributions to music and fashion made her one of the most celebrated Mexican-American entertainers of the late 20th century. Selena was born on April 16th, 1971 in Lake Jackson, Texas. She died on March 31st at Christus Spawn Hospital in Corpus Christi Memorial, Corpus Christi, Texas. She had left spouse Chris Perez that she was married to, of course, and movies and TV shows that she did come out in were Don Juan de Marco, Dos Mujeres Un Camino. What? That's the first, because I didn't know that. Dos Mujeres Un Camino. I used to watch that novela on Univision. She actually is a huge Tejano artist. She's the Queen of Tejano here in Texas. And so, this magazine here literally beautiful. And what made her beautiful was just the person that she truly was. Because when I was younger in middle school and high school, actually, in high school more, my kid's dad and we used to always go see her at this civic center, is where they would have weddings and quinceañeras in the town that I grew up in. And I just loved her a lot. So yeah, but enough of that. So here on the first page it shows, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the mic. It says people, Selena celebrating her life and legacy 25 years later. It's so crazy, the jackets and the leggings that she wears and the boots and the big old earrings. I mean, people wear that now. Like, she really knew what it was that I think how to dress. I like the way she dressed. I loved her updos. And then here's just her in concert in Houston right here. She was performing in Houston. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm so sorry. I'm blinded by the light there. My bad, guys. And this magazine says Life in Pictures, a song in her heart, on stage and off. Selena Quintanilla projected love for family, for music, and for the fans who adored her right back. And that was so true. And that's her with her beautiful little rhinestone jacket, leggings, and her high neat boots. Selena in concert 1993 is what it says here. She said that she hoped to be remembered as a person who cared a lot and gave the best that she could and tried to be the best role model that she possibly could. I think she did just that. And then these are just like history, like when she was little. Like on this picture here, it's her dad and her brother, and she was 9 years old. Her dad Abraham, right over here, and then fronted family band. Abraham fronted family band. Selena y los Dinos. Selena would fall asleep behind the speakers between sets. Sister Suzette recalled she was still a little kid, so performing really wore her out. And then on this side here, she's on this side over here, it shows this was her back in 1994. Right there. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like I'm doing this crappy. I honestly think, man, like, oh my god, this is when I used to go see her in concert in the 80s. Like, this is her in 1988. Like, there's her brother, A.B. Suzette, right here. And that was her right over there. And then, I forget the drummer, that Ricky and Joe. Ricky Vela and Joe Ojeda. So, this is Ricky this was Ricky. And that was Joe. Right there. I don't know if you could see that. I honestly think when she looked older with that short hairdo there, in my opinion, I thought she looked really older. But I still thought she was pretty the way she would dress. I mean, I didn't like that haircut, but that was a cut then, so. And then here are other pics of her. The Purple Rain. At the 1995 Tejano Music Awards, she was named top female vocalist. And then one of the fans at another concert, she accepted like bouquet of flowers, and that was something people did too. They would bring her flowers. And then here was another concert of her, you know. So this was at on the top page here, this was at the 1995 Tejano Music Awards, and they always had the Tejano Music Awards in San Antonio. And then right here on the bottom is a fan giving her a bouquet of roses, actually. And then on this side here, this is her just performing. I don't know what concert that was, because I mean she performed a lot. They had a lot of gigs. I know that. And then this is Three for All. At first recalled AB the Zips had mixed feelings about performing, but success in the 80s, we actually started to dig the idea of being rock stars. So these are her siblings and her. So obviously Selena's in the middle. Here's Miss Suzette here, and then AB on this side to my right side, which would be your left. So yeah, those were the siblings. And this was a concert that I believe she had. This one was in Monterrey, I think. This one. I think she had that one in Monterrey. This one here. She was really accepted in Mexico. Yeah, but these are just like other pictures of her. Here, like in her red jacket there. And yeah. Like she looks really, really older right here. This is what I mean. Like she was so young here. I didn't like that. But that again, that's the hairdo that was in back in the 80s. So, and then she loved, like she has a boutique store still in Corpus Christi, and that's her. Like she loved to design her own clothes, and that's her at her boutique in Corpus. And here it's just pretty much saying that Selena at work in her design studio, which she had or still has. It's like a museum now in Corpus. Yeah. So, and this was her in 1995 when she came out on the role. What's his name? Johnny Depp, I think, came out. He's the main character. She came out in Don Juan de Marco. I think that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Yep, Johnny Depp and Marlon Brando. Don Juan de Marco, that was the name of the movie. And she was a mariachi singer on the background in the movie, so she came out in that clip of that movie. Yeah. And then of course this is the concert in Houston, at the Houston Astrodome. Oh yeah, she killed that concert right there in Houston. And then on this side here, this was the making at the Riverwalk, I believe. Then No Me Queda Más. I remember that video. She looks so beautiful, and this is what I'm saying. Oh my god, that she killed these updo looks, because I don't care what anybody says, but I love these looks right here. This updo, it's beautiful. I love it. I used to always tell my grandma she looked pretty in this, and she still does. She looked like nuestra belleza on this photo here. This was in the making of her video No Me Queda Más in San Antonio, and this was actually, I think, before she passed. I know this was before she passed away in 95. And then this is, oh, she's pretty. Her sister and her are so pretty. They look like their mother, Marisela. That's where she gets her beauty from, her mom, because her mother is a beautiful lady. So this is a family picture of them. Like, there's her brother A.B., her mom Marisela, her dad Abraham, and her sister Suzette. So that's her family now, you know. I mean, that was after, of course, she's not in there because she's already deceased. So that's her there. And then the magazine also shows like the history of how her parents met, and they just have a few pics of her and her mom and her and her dad, and then her parents, of course. So here's a picture of her dad and her, and then her mom and her, and then of course the picture of her parents when they first met and they were young. Marcela Zamora was her mom's last name, maiden name. They were married in June of 1963. Yeah, her mom is so beautiful. That's where she gets her looks from, her beauty. And then her dad, actually, he had his own band named Los Dinos. They had their own band, and it wasn't successful. And so that's why it was her group. Her band name was Selena y Los Dinos, because it was named after her father's band, Los Dinos. So that's her dad's group when he was younger, when he was out making music for himself, but it didn't become as successful as her career. And then right here's her brother AB, and then this is Selena and her husband Chris right there, Suzette, AB, and then Joe, and Pete. No, Pete Studio's not in there. Joe and I always forget his name. The other guy, Ricky, and then these were her two backup singers. Oh wait, he was the backup singer. These two right here, this guy and that guy. So that's that. And then of course they have Suzette and Selena here, right there. Selena and Suzette are right there. And then that's her sister in her office at the Q Production Studios. Her sister helps her dad at the studio, at the production studios. They still do record. They have a recording studio still. So yeah, so that's the girls there. Jennifer Lopez became famous because of Selena. I don't think she would have ever been discovered if she was never selected to play Selena in the Selena movie. What's his name? Olmos. This actor, Edward James Olmos, played Selena's dad in the movie Selena. See, there are her parents right there. Abraham James James Edward Olmos. That's his name. James Edward Olmos. Edward James Olmos. I need to correct myself. I forget that actor, but I know him. Olmos is his name. Yeah, that's his name. And then of course her mom here, Marcela. But yeah, I remember I never forget when Jennifer Lopez was selected to play the role of Selena. Oh my God, we're Mexican American women here in Texas. They were so upset because they didn't think Jennifer Lopez should be playing her part or her role. I remember vividly people were so upset because she wasn't of a Mexican American descent and she's Puerto Rican, but I have to say they did a good selection in picking her, because Jennifer Lopez not only resembles her and has features like her, but she nailed it. She nailed the role to the T, and I have to give Jennifer Lopez props for that because man, she did not miss a beat. She practiced and studied that character of hers well. And so I will say this, they should have put Jennifer Lopez as the person to play the part for the Netflix series, because the girl that they have doing the Netflix series, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you guys, it's a wrap. She didn't make the cut for me. I thought, in my opinion, she sucked, and that's just my opinion. Okay. And then the Hollywood Walk of Fame, she actually has her start. My this is her husband, Chris, Lizette, not Lizette, Suzette, A.B., Marcela, and her dad, Abraham, when they got her Hollywood Walk of Fame star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, the boulevard. Yeah, so there's that. And then this was her at her dad's restaurant, the Mexican restaurant in Lake Jackson, when she was little. So if you watch if you've watched the Selena movie, or if you haven't, in the beginning, like when it starts out, like getting into the movie, shows how she starts out as a singer. It shows her singing at her dad's Mexican restaurant in Lake Jackson, Texas. So that's a picture of them there. Yeah. And wow. And then it just shows more pictures of her here. There's just a lot of pages. Like, it's crazy. Like, yeah. More of her childhood pictures here. There. And there's just like more pictures of them when they were. Her brother right here in this video, they look like they're all dressed up like that Mexican group Menudo. I used to like them a lot growing up. My Aunt Lydia, she used to like Menudo. It's a Mexican little band, boy band group. That's what they look like dressed in here, because they used to dress like that. Yeah, so there are pictures of her and her siblings. Oh, look at her little bitty doggy. Her little chihuahua fit inside of the mailbox. Teenager. When she was a teenager there. And let's see. And there's Big Bertha right here on your left side. That's Big Bertha, the bus that they had. And then embraced by her native Texan as well by fans in Mexico. Selena made it cool to beat Tejano Corpus Christi record ex Ricky Garcia told People in 1996. And this was them, Selena y los Dinos. Right here's our group down there. And then, oh my gosh, I'm not flipping. Okay, there we go. This was the original band I was used to seeing. Right here. Here's Pete Astudillo. There's Joe, Suzette, Selena, Ricky, A.B., and her husband Chris. All right there. And then these shirts that she would wear, these were her husband Chris's shirt. She would wear those shirts there. Those were her husband's, of course. And those are some cool pants. I like the rainstorm pants. Those are really cool. I mean, I wouldn't wear those now, but if I was skinny like her, I would. And then just more pigs, and she was just really famous for the hats that she wore. And her bustiers that she used to make, they were out of bras, and she would just sew the sequins and beads on them and rhinestones on her bustiers. She was just a really remember um, commercials with Coca-Cola. Right here, she had a Coca-Cola video, like commercial, actually not video, commercial. I remember these, they air a lot. They would show that Coca-Cola commercial real late at night, I remember. And then when they would also have like the Town Music Awards, I remember it would come out. I remember it vividly. Yup. Yeah, and it's just a bunch of literature, you know, and pictures. It shows of her and her albums. Like her first, the album was Selena, that released in 1989. Many of the songs on her solo debut were written by and arranged by her brother A.B. Quintanilla. My Love was her own composition. And that Selena album, oh my god, that one in Ven Conmigo, I have to say are my favorite. And that's the thing now that this generation doesn't know, because everybody knows Selena in the purple outfit at the Houston Astrodome in the rodeo. But if you really know Selena, you would know her albums. And yes, the 1989 album and her 1990 Ven Conmigo album, my by far favorite, still to this day. I mean, granted, I love the Amor Prohibido album that she released in '94. That had a lot of the songs that she played at the rodeo, which are awesome. But I'd have to say my two favorite, well, there are a lot of my favorite songs of hers, but I would have to say the 1989 album and 1990 were my best and favorite albums, I'd say, of hers. And then in 1992, she released Entre Mi Mundo. And then, of course, in '94, Amor Prohibido. And then her last album was Dreaming of You in 1995. Yeah. And unfortunately, she passed away at the age of 23. She was very young. I'll never forget when she passed away. I was a senior in high school, and it was the last period, and I was in my advisory class, the last period, and then one of the teachers across the hallway came across and told the teacher that she got shot. And then I remember they turned it on TV. Oh, it was just so horrible. I've never cried for an artist, but when she passed away, I'll never forget. I cried like no tomorrow. They did like specials for her. I remember sitting in the living room with my grandma when I was in high school, and it was just, oh my god, I was so like choked up, man. I had to swallow my tears in front of my grandma because I didn't want anyone to see me cry. But man, when she passed away, I cried so much because I was like, wow, she was really gonna become something bigger than what she already was, and she was just taken so soon and for dumb reasons. But yeah, and then I remember my sister's class song was Fotos y Recuerdos. That was the class song in '95, since that was the year that she passed away. It was just heartbreaking, very heartbreaking, you know. So, yeah. Yeah, so there's that there. Those pics there, like this pic here is of her house, her actual house in Corpus, where people left flowers and balloons, you know, to pay tribute to her, you know. And oh, the love of her life, her husband Chris. Oh, I feel so bad for him. He's such a good guy till this day. So that's her and her husband Chris. Yeah. There's Jennifer Lopez paying tribute to her. I mean, a lot of people paid so much tribute to her, and but no one can ever be her. They could pay tribute, but and every time I see Jennifer Lopez, man, she reminds me of her a lot. There's a Beyonce's and another artist that paid tribute to her. Eva Longoria, what's the character? Katy Perry, Thalia. Yeah, Talia. I'm sorry, Talia. Just, hell no, I don't like her. She's not my cup of tea. No, she can't even move her crap. I'm sorry. And she has too much plastic surgery. I don't like Talia. I'm sorry. I'm sure y'all gonna probably knock me. Some of y'all gonna probably comment bad comments, but hey, that's my opinion. And then at Madame, the Wax Museum, the Madame Tussauds, I think. I don't even know how they say that. I don't even know. But I don't need to go see no wax museum. I already seen her in person. But that's a wax figure of her here on this left side of your screen. And then there's Selena Gomez. Paying tribute to her. The song, little Selena Gomez. And then the movie, they show the movie of J-Lo here. Oh, I'm telling you, J-Lo did a good job. Even Mariana, my daughter, says that she did a good job. And then right here is Jennifer Lopez. She's so pretty. I really like Jennifer Lopez though, because she's so natural. And when they had John Cena, I know, forget it. He's freaking hot. I thought he was hot. I don't really know. He's still handsome, but back then I thought he was hot. I was young, okay? I didn't know, guys, so don't judge me. He played the role of Chris. And then I know. I'm sorry, this is a Netflix series. If I had to give it if between a rating of 5 stars, my rating would be a 0. I just, I couldn't catch on to it. I know, so I'm not gonna give it life. No, it's just, it sucked. I didn't like it. And then here's the statue that they have of her. The statue of her in Corpus. Mariana. Hopefully, we are gonna be going on a family trip in July. And yeah, Mariana asked me to take her to the boutique and the statue and the Seaside Memorial Park on Ocean Drive in Corpus, where she is in her final resting place. Yeah. So there's her final resting place here. My doggy's barking. I'm sorry, my husband just got home. And then there's her boutique, the museum. It's a museum now. And it has like her Grammys, her Grammy Awards, her wardrobe, like the stuff that she made. There, so I am sorry, my dog. He's barking, my dog. And this is her in Santa Monica. I knew that was Santa Monica. You don't need to tell me that's where I met my honey boo boo. In LA, California. In Santa Monica. This is a shooting of Beady Beady Bum Bum. And they have beautiful beaches in California. Why not? Yeah, so. And that's pretty much it. And that's a picture of her there. And then this is the back of the magazine here. And I'm sorry if you can hear noise in the background. My husband just got home and my doggy's like going crazy and it's trash night, and so my husband's taking the trash out. So that's the Selena magazine that I have, and I hope that you guys actually like this video. If you didn't, I understand. I understand if y'all didn't like it, but I just did it right now because it was a last minute thing. I figured I would make it for you guys before I hit the sack. And yeah. Oh, so my next video, I guess I'll do like what I bought at Coach. I got like a really good deal on like some crossbody bags. My husband was surprised when he got an email saying you have a package ready for pickup at my postal box. And he says, "What did you buy?" And I said, "Oh, I just bought me a little handbag." This is what I told him. And he's like, "What? Oh, you already bought your MCM bag?" And I said, "Oh no, I just needed a crossbody bag." And yeah, and he thought it was one, but it ended up being three. So I'll show you guys that. I need to go pick up the third bag. It came in today, so anyhow, that'll be my next video, and then hopefully my Aunt Lou will be here, and we can make a video. Maybe I can make a video with her. Maybe she'll make the video with me. Yeah, but anyhow, if you haven't subscribed to my channel,